Welcome back. In the last lesson, we learnt how to store quiz questions using a list of tuples. Today, we are going to use that idea to build a real quiz program. This program brings together everything we have learned so far. Let's create a function that asks a quiz question first. This function asks one question in our list of questions. It takes two pieces of information, the question text and the correct answer text. To ask the player a question, we use the input function as we did before. Instead of writing our own message, we can give it the question we stored in the list. That means we are just passing in the variable that holds that text for this question. The computer waits for the player to type something and press the Enter key. Whatever the player types is stored inside the variable answer. Now we check if the player's answer is correct. We use an if statement and our variable correct answer to see if it matches what the user typed in. The method lower changes text to lowercase. This means answers like Paris and Paris will be treated as the same answer. We use a double equal sign to check if the player answer is equal to the correct answer we have. This is called a comparison. We are comparing the player's answer to the correct answer. If they match, this block of code runs. The keyword return sends a value back to where the function was called. Here we return 1 point for a correct answer back to our quiz code. If the answers do not match, this block runs instead. We return 0 points for an incorrect answer back to the quiz this time. Now we write another function to run the whole quiz. This function controls the entire game. Using separate functions keeps our program neat and organised. Here is our list of tuples. Each tuple stores the question and an answer. Now we create a variable to keep track of the score. We start the quiz at 0 points. Then we print a simple starting screen. Now we use a for loop to go through every question one at a time and ask the player. Each time the loop runs, Python takes one tuple from the list. The first item goes into the question variable. The second item goes into the answer variable. Next, we call our function. It returns either 1 or 0, which will store in a new variable called point. We add the returned point to the score variable. This increases the score if the answer was correct. If they were incorrect, then adding a 0 point to score does not change anything. Once all questions have been given, we can then print the final score to the player. Now we tell the player how well they did based on the score. The Python function len in len questions tells us how many questions there were. We can then print different messages based on how many questions they got right. Here they got all question right. Their score is the same as the number of questions. This is because we gave them 1 when the answer was correct. If they did not get all questions right, but they got some right, we print another message. If they got none right, then we encourage them to try again. This is our main guard, just like in all our previous lessons. It tells Python to start running the program here. Here we run our quiz by calling our runQuiz function. Save this file and run it with Python. The computer will ask you each question. This is how real programs are built, small organized pieces working together. Your task is to add another question to the list. Try changing the messages at the end. Does the quiz still work? If so, you just built your own quiz game. You completed your first coding project. That is a big achievement. In the next series, we will learn more about Python and build more projects. Keep practicing by replaying the videos in this series and making small changes. I'll see you in the next series soon.